Good afternoon. My name is Ben FitzGerald. I'm the CEO of Rebellion Defense. I just wanted to start out by thanking Shyam and the Palantir team for the opportunity to be on stage here, and to SCSP for putting on such a great event. It's great to see all of these people here talking about this topic. Rebellion Defense is a software startup that was founded in 2019 with the goal of building software to help the Department of Defense better understand, predict, and adapt to the modern battlefield. Related to that mission, we're also focused on helping the DoD acquire and use best-in-class software that already exists today, that's not a science project. Now, when we talk about acquiring and procuring software, we largely think about that as a government problem, and it is. I've spent the last 15 years working actively on defense innovation, whether that's legislation from the Hill, policy from the Pentagon, and a variety of other roles. All of that has been focused on how to help the DoD get its hands on the best possible software, whether that's from a startup like ourselves or from traditional defense industry. One of the interesting things for me that has been largely absent from this conversation is the role of the private sector, of us, in meeting our customers where they are and continuing to adapt to help them solve their problems, not just their technical ones, but their organizational ones. In all of that work that the department has done over the last 15 years, there's still a lot of work to do, and some of it will only be solved by the private sector. And that's why we're really excited to partner with the Palantir team to leverage the ideas that Shyam and his team have put together in the first breakfast. We deeply believe in this hypothesis, because we all need to work together to adapt and innovate. Apollo's software deployment platform that Aubrey was just talking about demonstrates not just new technology, but a new business model for how Palantir and other companies like Rebellion can quickly deliver value to the DoD and to other government customers. This speed is especially important for critical missions operating at the edge, so that software can be updated and it can adapt in hours or days, not weeks, months, or years. To give you a practical example of this, we're going to show you Rebellion's Iris, which is a mission accelerant. And it's a mission accelerant that enables advanced tracking, predictive analytics, and adaptive planning. We have a very clear vision for Iris, which is to deliver fast, targeted, AI-driven value for military operations, and importantly, and this is part of our innovation, to do it with modular and interoperable software. Now, we are going to attempt to show you a video. I think there's a 50-50 chance of this working, so we'll see how it goes, that demonstrates how Iris and Palantir's Gotham work together to enable rapid decision-making. So, what you can see here is a view of the Pacific Northwest, where Iris is tracking and identifying maritime vessels in real time. As you will see, there are hundreds, and there can potentially be thousands of objects across a battle space. That far exceeds the human capacity to identify what's a threat and what's noise. Now, based on historic patterns of behavior, Iris can flag which vessels are exhibiting anomalous or noteworthy behavior. That could be a sudden increase in speed, a change of trajectory, or getting too close to a military asset. These anomalies are automatically shared with Palantir's Gotham, which immediately alerts US forces that there is a vessel in the area that requires additional investigation to determine if it's a threat. Now, Iris can also automatically provide assignment recommendations for military assets to investigate anomalous vessels that are reflected in real time for operators using Gotham. So with Iris and Gotham working together, US forces can dramatically reduce the time and the cognitive load required for operators to identify and take action against threats in highly congested or contested environments. So there are a large number of technical innovations that the Rebellion engineering team has put into Iris. The data that we train on, the way that we train, the weights and measures, the way that we pass data, importantly how we've designed the product to, as Shyam says, get out of chatbots, get out of search bars, and into user workflows. But we also are showing here a business model innovation for both Rebellion and Palantir. Apollo provides access to data and DoD networks that would ordinarily take the DoD years to be able to provide to a startup. And Rebellion's modular architecture allows us to rapidly deploy that AI into current workflows and existing programs of record, which will increase the time to value without the need to rip and replace legacy systems or applications that the DoD has spent hundreds of millions and years to develop. And we really think that this is an approach which is a way to bring technology from today into a way of deploying it that's from the future. And we'd really like to thank Shyam and the Palantir team for the creativity that they've applied in coming up with the first breakfast concept and with Apollo and this modern stack. It's going to deliver a ton of value for users in the Department of Defense, government, and across that. And it also allows organizations like Rebellion to innovate in our own ways. And so we're looking forward to deepening that collaboration and doing a bunch of great stuff together.